We heard on the wireless that the floodwaters was going to hit our Miller's Forest about 1 o'clock in the morning. So the husband and I decided and put our daughter to bed, and we'd go and get some sleep and set our alarm clock to go off. But in the meantime, the cows was bumping against our bedroom wall. And the husband woke up and he woke me and he said, "Joan, look at the clock." And as I did, I put my hand down into water. And my bed was pretty low. So I got the clock, we got out of bed, we made one dash to get clothes into a little overnight bag for the baby. And Kevin and I didn't worry, we just got dressed in a pair of shorts and a jumper. He took the baby and I over to the barn, and he come back. By the time he was heading back to the barn to get to me and the baby, the clothesline, the toilet and the chook pin all disappeared. The water was coming so fast. So he just made it to the haystack. And we were there for 12 hours. A helicopter come in to try and get us, but we had to wave, show him the baby. So he took off, then a few other boats come to try and rescue you. They couldn't get to us. We had no water, nothing to drink or eat. The baby had no milk or anything. So next thing we saw the lifesavers. A Stockton boat come in. And that was the biggest joy of our lives, to see that boat to come in and rescue us. Yes, we went up the river, and then as we were coming back down, that's when the accident happened and tipped us out the boat. But I come straight up out of the water, and I couldn't see me 6-month-old daughter come up or my husband. But he was lucky, he landed on Nolly Moses' shoulders because he's a big man, and next thing they both come out of the water. And I said, God, you saved them. But I would not like to go through that again, because it was a terrible feeling with a young baby who had fear. And that fear I blacked out, because I don't remember much, because I had a migraine headache, and I black out with the migraine headaches then. And I still had it when the lifeboats come in and saved us. And I was very happy that day when we were taken and got into the terrace. And then the boat had took us into the terrace. They undressed my daughter, wrapped her up in a towel because she couldn't put any other clothes on because they were all wet through the water. So they took us straight up to the doctor's, and the doctor ordered the man out to go and wipe his shoes before he come into the surgery. And so he had to go out before he had a look at our daughter to see what the lump was on the back of her head. Whether she was hit with the boat or something better, I don't know from this day to that. So it was an awful feeling when you get told you didn't have to worry about the flood. It never ever come to that place. But it's always the first time a flood can hit a person. And we didn't have time to pack things up. I put as much as I could in the stove and different things. I lost a lot of things. But you go on, you go back, and you have another go of farming. We went back, we'd done our farming for a couple of years. But we both enjoyed our lives on the farm. We went back. We went from Miller's Forest up to Burrell for 12 months or a bit longer. Then we come back to Miller's Forest again. We had a few more floods there, but we didn't have to shift out because we were on a high spot at that time. So I've had an experience of floods and that. But I enjoyed my life on the farm, and if my husband was here today, he'll tell you the same.